What's up, YouTube? This is Dusty L. Hump here. Going to talk to you a little bit about joining the Marine Corps. I myself is in the process of joining. I haven't joined yet. I've been looking through YouTube trying to find videos of someone who talks about the first step to joining the Marine Corps, to MEPS, to boot camp, and the steps through boot camp, and then after boot camp, and what y'all do after boot camp. But I'm going to be making these videos to do that. Right now, this is the first video, first step, joining the enlistment. About 4 months ago, I got interested in joining the military. I was in my school. I was walking through the halls of my school and seeing some pamphlets. First thing I looked at was the Army, and kind of did some more research, not necessarily on the Army, but like the military itself. Always heard the Marines were the best, because they are. I think so, my personal opinion. Don't want to offend anybody out there in other branches. I'm not dissing anybody, I promise. But my opinion, the Marine Corps is the best. So I did some more research on the Marine Corps and got very interested in it. Learned more than I used to know about it. I went to talk to my recruiter for the first time, and the Marine station and the Army station are right next to each other. So I went to the Marines and tried to open the door and try to go in to talk to them, but no one was there. They were closed. So an Army guy walked out, talked to him. He told me to come into his office and talk to him a little bit about joining the Army. I didn't really want to, because it really wasn't, what I wanted to do. Kind of want to do my own thing. And but I talked to him. He told me some stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool, the Army. But it wasn't for me. I wanted something a little bit more, the elite. So I left there. Next day, came back, talked to the Marines, and yeah, it was. I knew who I was talking to. You talk to a Marine, you talk to someone in the Army, you know the difference. But one thing I really found interesting was the Marine, or the Army, dissed the Marine Corps. They knew I was wanting to join the Marine, but they dissed it pretty good. They were telling me how they're richer than the Marine Corps. We can have more fun because we're richer. We get to use more ammunition and blow things up for no reason because we're rich like that. And the Marines don't have that, and the Marines are dumb. They actually told me the Marines are dumb. They were dissing them pretty good. But when I went to the Marines, told them I talked to the Army. I didn't really want to, but they made me. Well, and then they set me down. My recruiter set me down and told me what they offered. They didn't diss anybody. They told me what they offered, and they told me what the Army offered. And they told me, he put down these cards, and he's like, here's what the Army offers, and here's what the Marines offer. And the Marines offered everything the Army offered, plus more. Big thing was physical fitness. That's the big difference between the Army and the Marine Corps. There's other differences. That's the one that stood out. But yeah, I talked to my recruiter that day, and he weighed me. It was 267. I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4", and I weigh 267 pounds. But the maximum weight you can weigh for 6'4" is 253 pounds. So I was overweight. So I had to lose weight. And he told me to run. He told me to run like a mile one day. The next day, run 2 miles. The next day, run 3 miles. I lose a lot of weight that really fast. But I thought that was a little bit too much of a fast pace for me. So one day I ran a half a mile, because I'm not a good runner. I hate running. I really do. I'm kind of worried about my 3-mile run because I hate running so much. But the Marines motivated me so much that I ran every day. Started with a half a mile. went up to a mile, and then went up to a mile and a half, and stayed there for a long time. I ran every day over the summer, uh, and it was pretty good. I lost. I was 267. I'm now 245. I went on a diet, drank a bunch of water. I haven't had a Coke in so long. Uh, but I drank a bunch of water, went on a diet, ran every day. Uh, lost my weight, lost more than my goal was. Uh, but I can't go to MEPS right now. I could. I already took my I haven't took my ASVAB because you take that at MEPS. But I took my practice. My recruiter made me take a practice ASVAB. Made a 60 on it. So I was good to go to MEPS. But at the moment, I'm on probation. I got arrested a couple months ago for something, I regret. But it's not something that will keep me out of the Marine Corps. But I am on probation right now. I got a year's probation. But I didn't get uh, a like a horrible sentence because the court looked at my case and looked at my criminal history, and I didn't have any criminal history. The court looked at my case though and said it wasn't that big of a deal, but they still had to give me something. So they gave me a year probation, but if I go through anger management classes, go through community service, and pay my court costs, I can get out in 4 months. A third of the year sentence to me. So that was a relief because I didn't know what I would do if I had to wait another year to go to join. But yeah, I'm really anxious for me to get off probation to go to MEPS. Excited. I'm so excited to join the Marine Corps. It's been like a turning around in my life. Can't wait to go to boot camp. Kind of nervous. Everybody's nervous. I'm real nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I can make it. I think I can make it. I think I have enough heart to make it. I'm not a physical powerhouse, but I heard that it's not all. It's more mental than physical, which is when it's physical, it's physical. But I think I'll get past that and graduate. But I'm very excited. I'm extremely excited. I've done my research in the Marine Corps. I know a lot that a recruit can know, not as much as an actual Marine. And if you guys are in my position and waiting to enlist, if you haven't watched this video right here, wait, let me see. Yeah, ears open, eyeballs click. You need to. It's inside of a platoon, and it's a real platoon and real footage of boot camp. And it goes from the bus, right when the movie starts, it goes to the bus, all the way through week 12. Also, here's a good book you should read, Making the Corps by Thomas E. Ricks. That's a very good book. I never liked reading much, but that book was very interesting to me, and I read it all. That's also about being in a platoon and following them to graduation in boot camp. And it's an awesome book. You guys really need to watch. You really need to watch this movie and read this book. Very good stuff. I've also done some research on the internet and YouTube and stuff. Also, you guys want to watch a really good motivational movie? You guys need to watch Taking Chance. One of my favorite movies. It's a very awesome movie. But yeah, like I said, I'll be making more of these videos. I'll probably make another one when I go to MEPS or sooner. You guys can ask me questions. And I'll answer them. Even though I'm not an actual Marine and haven't gone through boot camp, you can ask me questions about, what I'm going through right now and how it is to talk to a recruiter. A lot of people think it's very scary to talk to a recruiter, but it's not. I didn't even think about how scary it would be. I just went and talked to them. But so I can tell y'all how that's like and what y'all the requirements. I don't know all the requirements. Just ask questions, and then I'll make another video when I go to MEPS. Before I go to MEPS, after I go to MEPS, and then I'll make another video going to boot camp after boot camp, and I'll make a video, uh, what I've been doing. I think I'm gonna be join the infantry. So I'll tell you all about that after boot camp and after I go through all the schooling. So I don't know really how to end this. So peace out, YouTube. Subscribe.